Hi, the basics of this video are to help you organize your Google Drive. So, the first thing that I want to talk to you about, Google Drive. It's where everything gets stored. Anything that you do on Google Classroom or your teacher shares with you, it may be found in Google Drive. Your Google Drive, oftentimes, if you have a classroom set up, is automatically going to have a folder set up for each one of your classes that you're in that you're going to be able to sort through and find things that you need to work on or maybe you worked on in the past. But what I want to talk to you about today is what some simple things that you can do to help keep yourself organized. So the first thing is, if you want to create a new document, notice the new button here. You write, if you left click there, it gives you options. You can create a folder, you can upload files from your computer. So if I were to upload, say I wanted to upload a picture, I could click my picture that I wanted to upload and then I could save it in my Google Drive. Other things I can do, I can upload entire folders of items. I can also start a new Google Doc, a new sheet, slides, and we have other options like Google Drawings, Maps, Sites, other apps that you have downloaded to your Chrome browser. So a lot of those are going to be able to be found there. But organizationally, if you don't do anything with your Google Drive, it's going to be really hard to find things. So the first thing, make sure that you always name your documents so that you don't have a million different untitled documents inside your Drive. Otherwise, you're going to be searching through trying to find out what you worked on last and what you actually are looking for. Now, it is broken up into a couple of easy ways. So first of all, if somebody shared something with you and you didn't make it, it's going to be under shared with me. In my Drive, I'm going to find things that I created that I have full editing power over. And in my Drive, say that I wanted to get organized today, and I do need to. My Google Drive is a real big mess. So I wanted to add a new folder, and I'm going to call it 6th grade math because we're doing a lot of this stuff online this year. I'm going to have more Google Docs than usual. I want a folder just for math, and if I were you, I'd have a folder for science, a folder for English, and I would start organizing those. Now, on this folder, I could change some things. Say that that's not what I wanted to name it. I could rename it. I could star it to make it a little bit easier to find. I can move things into that folder, or I can move that folder into another folder. One thing that I do want to point out that I like, you'll notice some of my folders are colorful. I can click change color and select a fancy bright color to help make it a little bit easier to find. Now, to move items into that folder, you've got two choices, and one is probably a little bit easier than the other. So if I find something that I do for 6th grade math, well, this looks like 6th grade math. So one item or one option would be to select the item and right click. So right click, like middle finger on your right hand if you're right-handed. Right click and say move to, and it's going to pop up this little box where you can select what folder you want it to move into. And I'm going to select 6th grade math because that's a 6th grade math thing. I want it to go there. And that's going to help get it out of this bulky bunch of stuff that is here that's just kind of building and building. And then if I were to go open this folder, you would find that that item is in fact there. If I wanted to drag something into that, that would be another option. So instead of selecting it and telling it to move there, I could actually just grab it and make it go up here. Now, you can see it's moving kind of slow, and sometimes you might accidentally drop it into the wrong folder. That can be kind of messy. I don't love when that happens. It's happened to me. I know it will happen to you. So move to is a really good option, but you can do either one if you're not moving it too far. Other things, if you wanted to share the entire folder, so say that your teacher wants access to your folder to make sure that you're staying organized, you can click share and you can add people to that folder. Be mindful that your teachers and your administrators can see what is shared. So don't just go thinking that you can share your entire class work with another person, because we know when that happens, it alerts us to those things. So, other things on organization, you can move these around, okay? You can change how they are sorted. So if I want it last modified by me, last modified in general, I can also change the way that my icons look and the way that they're lined up. Several different ways that you can go about that, but those are some quick organizational tips for you to be able to find what you need in your Google Drive.